Frankfurt, the approximate local time is 8:55. Feel free to use your cell phones at the
So I'm here where I consider to be the most gorgeous village in the world. I say I do this because, I mean, it's just absolutely super is all I can say about it. The views into the valley, you'll see. I'm going to one of my favorite spots for landscape photography of all time. And yeah, it's just out of this world. And looks like today at sunrise the sky will light up because of all the high clouds. Landscape photography in Wengen, Switzerland. Let's go. So I'm just kind of waiting for the light to come out, and I thought I would have a chat with you guys. I hope by this point that I don't have to tell you just why I'm here every year. It's just this valley right here just makes it for me, makes travel for me. And when I first, Switzerland was perhaps my third European country that I covered, and my first as a photographer. So it really inspired me to pick up this camera and share my adventures with you guys, and perhaps even start my blog because of how inspirational this landscape really is, and this country in general. And I just wanted to share what my favorite view of this country was, and it's this one, Lauterbrunnen Valley. And if you haven't read about it before, Tolkien actually hiked through this valley back in the 30s, and he was heavily influenced by his hike to Lauterbrunnen down there to create Rivendell. And you can clearly see the waterfall, the mountain. I think that's Monk right there, but I've been wrong before. And I think it's pretty self-explanatory why I love this place. I've been coming back here for the past 5 years, and I've never been disappointed. A lot of people ask me, do I ever get tired of coming back to Switzerland? I was like, you guys are crazy, because this view, these hikes, they're just absolutely spectacular. And I photographed this location in all kinds of light at this point, and it's good in every light. It's pretty much what you call postcard perfect. And I'm just going to rant on about how great this place is, but let me just show you a picture now. Standards f11, focus stacking so that I get this and the mountain in focus. I think I should get set up here, and let's see what I get. So I'm gonna have to pretty much switch to my phone for a second here because I've got my camera on an extremely long exposure so that I can get the sky right behind me, if I can get that focus on my camera right here, or my phone. And I really can't. Okay, there we go. The sky right there, I was hoping that the cloud movement would allow me to take a better picture and capture the light in those clouds. Earlier it looked like the entire sky was going to explode, but the clouds have really moved really fast out of this valley. But that's a good thing because you can see all the mountains really well, and pretty soon here the valley floor will also light up. So this will be my 5th addition to this portfolio of Lauterbrunnen Valley pictures, and it pretty much never disappoints. So, oh wow, that other mountain over there is also lighting up, and my thing is still processing. These are the things about long exposures, especially the 3-minute exposures, to get the extremely long exposure lines and stuff. It's always a risk of you running out of light while the camera processes the picture. Let's see what else I can get. And then I see this path that goes all the way down to Lauterbrunnen, and I think I might take it down and perhaps just take the train back up. It's just a beautiful morning. It's like in the 60s, and I can't help but enjoy the great outdoors, especially in this beautiful country. This interesting composition which I wanted to take for ages, and it's right here. There's a small house on that hill where my thumb is, and I love the layering of the mountains above it. So there you have that meadow right there with the house, and then you have this cliff, and then you have that, and then you have the snow-capped peak right there, which I'm trying to show you guys. Yeah, there we go. Snow-capped peak, cliff, trees, cliff with trees, and then you have that house right there on the meadow. It's making for an amazing scaled photo, showing you just how big these mountains are, and then you have the contrasting valleys as well. So I've been waiting for the valley floor to light up, but I've found some other compositions that I really like. Nearly shook my tripod. And then there's this other one over here where there's a meadow, and it makes for a really good telephoto shot where you're really close, you have the shadows, and then you have some houses there that are lighting up, and that's also making for a nice image. It's just a beautiful morning to be out and just enjoying the scenery, so I think I'm pretty pleased with what I'm getting. one of those mornings where I'm really appreciating having a telephoto lens on, because you can just pick out the compositions in the bigger landscape and just like shoot. Here's another one of them right here. There's quite a few bugs out here. I forgot to mention. Anyway, let me find the spot again. Okay, there's another house right here, and then you have that huge hill, and then you have a green meadow like hill in the middle, and that's another shot that can show the scale of these mountains and just how beautiful the meadows and everything are. Of course I have to wait on the light, but I think it's a worthwhile wait. So I think I'm gonna have to call it for now, because the light's getting a little harsh as well, even though the valley floor is lighting up slowly. It's been about 3 hours since sunrise, and it's going to be a long day if I'm just gonna sit here and wait for the valley floor to light up. So I'll head back up the hill, and it'll be bye for now. See you tomorrow.